Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and guess who I'm doing? A little late for her birthday, but I am going to do a couple of the Barbie style sets that I've had for a while. So let's go ahead, open her up for the reveal. It is the Barbie that this is a Barbie that's a little bit older. She's been around for a while. The reason I got her is eventually I think I'm going to turn her into my Keely Brosnan doll. So maybe not. We'll see if that's like a little too obsessive to have a Keely Brosnan doll. But let's go ahead. There's a lot here to debox. Let me go ahead and do that, and we will talk about all the pieces and all the fashion, and we will dress her up and down. Okay, so let's start off by talking about how that she is a made-to-move body, a bigger girl. The joints are a little weird. Folding her kneecap, I just noticed like one knee folded one way and one knee folded the other way, which was kind of weird. But let's try to sit her down again with the knees going in the same direction. Sorry, that just gave me like nightmares of when my knee used to go out. By the way, this is also probably going to tell you that they did make an effort to paint her nails, which are white like her sunglasses. Presumably that she's going to also be able to do things like she can do, which I've always liked about the made-to-move bodies, she can do the ballet poses. She's in second position right now. And then you could actually put her into Pilates positions or other athletic poses. There's at the thigh she turns, at the knee she turns, she has full movement at the ankles. This is something I usually only have to do with action figures. This is how well articulated she is. So she's got pretty great articulation, which I appreciate. And honestly, most of the time she's going to be clothed, so you're not going to notice the articulation. And yeah, this is definitely going to be my Keely, because this is basic. Well, her hair is a little bit darker, but this hair is so soft. This is some of the softest hair I have felt in a long time. And yeah, this is definitely going to be my Keely. My Keely Brosnan. And then I have to like decide like what other outfits and stuff I'm gonna put her in. She does have a sequin jacket. She hasn't worn it. She has a black sequin jacket. That's what she wore to the Black Adam premiere. So yeah, Pierce is gonna have a wife finally. Yay! Aren't you excited to be his wife? I would be totally excited to be his wife. No, actually, I would not be totally excited to be his wife. I have never ever felt that way about Pierce. Even when I was like a kid, he was always like more like the dad. That totally ruins his. But to me, I mean, honestly though, but seriously and truly, he was always like the dad, because he was doing very heroic husband and dad stuff when I was a kid. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna repeat it too much. It's a little tricky getting her glasses off and out because they've tied them in, they being Mattel, not me. I don't know how to cut this. It's like, if I cut it, it's going to break anyway, so the glasses broke anyway. The glasses were going to break anyway, and I'm not in love with them, so there we go. And that leaves us with this very strange piece of string right there. Okay, so I've got the hair somewhat back under control. So let's take a quick look at the accessories and shoes on their own before I, dress her and put together some ensembles. This is supposed to be one of two purses she comes with. It's pink and silver. It appears to open. It does open. The cell phone, which is gold. Hang on, let me get my tweezers. This appears to be, and it opens to Barbie style Instagram page. It's a gold cell phone. I would say it's not going to, it would be the size of my phone. If you want to do an iPhone comparison, it would be the size of my iPhone, which is a 7 SE. And that's it in her hand. And as I said, it does very nicely go in her case as well. So do the silver bracelets, which plastic, not fantastically in love with. She comes with a pair of very nicely, very plastic, but very nicely styled beige, almost completely match her skin tone shoes. But I'm not sure what outfit they're supposed to go with, because I would not pair this, me, like I'm a fashionista, I would not put those with any of her outfits. I would, however, obviously do it with these, because everything is gray. Some walking sneakers with the nice split in the back. Nice sole detail. And if you turn it upside, it's the Barbie ponytail logo. The other purse is a clasp. This one does not open. And it's cream colored. That makes a little bit more sense given the blouse and some of the other things. So let's take a look at the first ensemble, which is, you know, pretty standard. Everybody's going to have in their closet a denim skirt. I guess it's going to open in the front by Velcro. Mattel loves their Velcro. I mean, that's I think that's really going to wind up being my one big quibble with them, is how much they rely on Velcro. And yet they lined the jacket, which is very, very, it's not the neatest lining I've ever seen, especially up here at the armpit. But they lined the jacket. And, oh no, I was going to say I think this buttons, but it doesn't. These are fake buttonholes. But the jacket is nice. And we have something I've actually been looking forward to, a striped top. And this one is going to close in the back. It is also not lined, but it is nice. Now, this is where I get crazed. Okay, here's the sequence, which I love. And again, actually the lining here is much nicer. It's fully lined all the way through the arm. Very nicely done. White satin lining to a silver narrow collar jacket. Very nice. But why would you put it with sweatpants? The correct answer is you do not. You do not. Please do not partake in this fashion trend, people. You know, well, okay. You know, I think if you've been following this channel long enough, you know I have very conservative fashion taste. So, there's that. Okay? So, and I think so you know what? Let me go ahead as I'm talking. Let's see how easy she is to dress. Now, these are not meant to be easy to dress, and by that I mean they did not design this to be, yes, I make her do a handstand as I dress her. These were not designed to be, what's the word I want? These were not designed to be for 3-year-olds. So the idea is you're an adult, but on the same time, there's a little bit of comfort to this, I guess. So I wanted to see if I could put these on and leave the underpants on. And I think with the sweatpants, the answer is ultimately going to be no, even though it's going to look like a double waistline, which is not the worst, especially since I'm now about to cover it up with the shirt. The hands do not come off, by the way. I just wanted to quickly check that. This is relatively easy to slip on. over the top. Now, again, I wanted to leave the underwear on just to give the effect of actually having underwear on. And I think with this look, I really should not have done that. So my apologies, Mattel. But it's still, I mean, I can still close it in the back. And here she is, ready to go do some yoga or Pilates. The shoes do appear to be sized and shaped to go on specific feet. I'm going to hold on to the sneakers. I would be very curious and very happy to know if I can put them on a flat-footed Poppy or not, because those are good sneakers. Those are really cool sneakers, actually. Okay. So, clearly, I should not have left the underwear on, and I apologize for that. Although, you know, in this day and age, people will show off their underwear. Keely Shea Brosnan does not. Future Keely doll. I will have to do some work on her to make her officially Keely. And we are about to have a cameo by someone else who is incredibly beautiful and talented, and that would be Miss Delilah Bijou. So while Delilah sniffs around, literally, I'm going to switch her up into the next look. I'm going to leave the top on because the black top, I mean, has, not the stripes, the black top has the feel of lycra, so, or like a camisole. So although I guess maybe you'd want to do something a little more fashionable, although I do like this because I do like having this, the simple underwear. I think that's something we've gotten away from, all the companies have gotten away from. So let's slip on. Once again, she's going to do a handstand. Let's see if I can slip on and leave on the underwear, especially since this is a skirt. Yep. This is much easier to do that. And then you layer the top. You open up the top a little bit in the back so you can layer it over. There you go. It's a little bit bulky, so maybe I should have tucked it in. I'm wondering if I do that, should I then take the underwear off? We'll see. Let's pull the skirt up. Thinking I should have maybe pinned her hair up for this. Okay. Yeah, either way, it's going to be tricky. No, I mean, it's still going to be kind of bulky, but in other words, it's really not the best fit. What I wanted to do with this, I think you really would need like a bodysuit. Or not, or maybe I'm just, here we go. No, this is better. This is much better. Please to note down here This is not fraying. I think this is supposed to be like a ruffle. And the pockets are going to make a liar out of me because I thought they were. The ones in the front are real. The ones in the back are not. So that's kind of cute. Now, I'm guessing then you would put, for this look, you would put the gray jacket. For a daytime look, what I like about this is really like the Barbie style. They are correct. These are pieces that you would actually use. Why can I not get this on to bend? And I don't. There we go. These are pieces that you would use, like literally in a closet. Here you go. Boom. Wardrobe building. Now, this covers the skirt pretty. Either I'm putting the skirt up too high, or it covers up a lot of the skirt. I'm not sure which, but it's a good look. It's a pretty, I would put something. I would have not included the bracelets because the bracelets get lost under the jacket. I would have had like a much more interesting scarf. So that's for that. Now, you're also, I think, supposed to use this and then put the evening jacket on. And I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that evening jacket. And do I, in fact, have the skirt up too high? No, this is where it's going to go. It's a high-waisted... This is how it's going to look. I am not putting a sequin jacket with sweatpants. It is not happening, Mattel. Thank you for playing. But as you can see, very easy to put it on and off. But then this jacket completely overwhelms because it's sequin. It completely overwhelms everything. It's almost like, ta-da! You would definitely want pants with this, but like proper dress pants, not sweatpants. People, behave yourselves. Okay. So, I got this Barbie style a long time ago. It's been sitting up in my room, and I knew I wanted to play with her. So I'm taking off this obnoxious jacket. And I'm going to sit her down so we can talk a little bit about her face. Now, I've been saying all along that this reminds me a lot of Keely Shea Brosnan, who is Pierce Brosnan's wife. For those of you who don't know, she's his brown-eyed girl. And it's really nice. There's very little makeup. It's just a little bit of matte mauve on her lips, brown eyes, and I was saying this, the hair is incredibly soft. It is multi-toned. It is mostly a light brown, almost red. You have a little bit of blonde, and you have right at the front darker brown hair. And then you've got all this annoying string, which I cannot figure out how to get out of her hair. I'm afraid to cut it because I'm afraid I'm going to cut her hair, but please, Mattel, stop sewing your dolls or string into their hair, especially if you're not going to explain. You see? Especially if you're not going to somehow make it easy to get the string out. Let me brush her hair again. This is why I hate when they sew hair in. But if you, as you can see, very, very well rooted hair. And then you've got the string here at the bottom. I still can't get it out. This is ridiculous. I think I finally got it. Yay! But it's gorgeous. It's probably one of the nicest hairs I've seen in a long time. It's shedding like all hell, but it's gorgeous. And even though in reality Keely Brosnan's hair is my shade of, like, she's a darker brunette, I like this for her. So, and like she's ever gonna see this anyway. All right, so Barbie style. Do you get this one that comes with the we'll call it the black and white ensemble? Do you get the black and white and gray set? You do. Because the playability is off the charts. Because you can put, obviously these are going to fit with anything. Poppy, Mizzy, Poppy, Mizzy, Fashion Royalty. You know, I can see the Meteor, like one of the Meteor girls wearing this. So, I mean, there's playability here off the charts. I'm not in love with all, you know, the fact that you have to, like, basically go through Fort Knox to get her out of the box. But, and it destroys the box, so you can't really present it again very well. But if you want, let me show you the back. Yeah, I'm supposed to, I'm going to buy that jacket with the sweats. No. No, and no, and no. But otherwise, this is a very, very attractive doll. And I would definitely recommend that you get her if you can find her. And I think she's still around now. So definitely get her. Especially because she's not ultra thin. She's much more realistically sized. And she's got a beautiful face. So for me, and for the future Keely Shea Brosnan, I'm Barbara, and I will see you in my next review. It is going to be the other Barbie style, which I've had for a long time, and am now bringing to the world. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.